G'day my friends, Marty here from Marty's Garden. How you going today? Now if you watched the last video about taking worm farming to the next level using cured cardboard, if you haven't missed it, make sure you check it out in the link in the description. I'll put one up here a bit sort of later on. It's really taking things to another level using the material that you've got around. Now not everyone has egg cartons, right? So not always possible to do it that way. But if you've got a very porous cardboard, then yes, no problem whatsoever. And there are other methods that you can do. Now I've got it in the biggest worm farm ever. I've got it brewing in the big barrels. And also I've decided to put it into one of the small worm farms. Yes, the maize worm farm is on a comeback. Pretty cool, right? I said that one was done and dusted. And I thought, you know what? I've got so many worms at the moment, and I've got this space now where winter's coming on and it gets morning sun, so it will warm up and be warm enough and it's out of the wind. And I thought, you know what, this would be a perfect place to run some experiments using the maize worm farms, because I said that the big night crawlers don't really like that small space, but what I've done is I've put a whole lot of baby crawlers in there, some really big night crawlers in there, medium size, all different sizes, but I put a lot of babies in there and some cocoons just to see how they'll go and how they'll perform. Now this is only a cured cardboard worm farm, so it has the egg cartons that have been cured in the coffee grounds, then sort of lightly coated with some compost, wet down and put into the worm farm and sort of broken up. You know, I've left a real blocky structure. There's a lot of airflow moving through and they can move in and out as they please. And there's two tiers. Now I'm going to put no other food into that system. They're just going to eat what's in there. Now they've been in there for a week already, and it'd be interesting to see how much they thrive. I put about 30 cocoons in there, so they'll probably germinate, or not germinate, they should hatch in the next week or two. And yeah, we'll see some tiny little babies, and then I'll start looking for more cocoons in there. So I think I might actually do like a cow manure one in there as well, just cow manure, and see how that goes and maybe compare it against the two. I don't have any cocoa peat lying around, so I could have probably done a three-way comparison. Who knows, if I go into Port Macquarie, into town where I live, it's a long way off, and have some cocoa peat, maybe I'll do one of those as well. But super excited about curing the coffee grounds with the cardboard. Now you can use any form of nitrogen to get this done. Now what I'm finding is, right, we're moving into 2.0 now, and normally I'd only mention this type of stuff in the Worm Wranglers members area, but I'm still deciding, weighing that up, what to do about in that members area, because we've got about 17 members in there to speak, and it sort of comes and goes. People come to do a course and then they leave, and then some people stay on because they want to support the channel. So yeah, it's up and down in there at the moment, but plenty of great content in there and plenty of great content coming onto this channel for sure. Now what I'm finding is, in the 2.0 version of this, is that if you put too much coffee grounds on there and it sort of dries out, it can go moldy and a bit funky and all that, and it sort of doesn't really work out. So I think it's better off if you soak the coffee grounds into the material as much as possible and then sort of remove it. You can leave a fine dusting on there, but don't leave thick layers in there. I've made a mistake by going a little bit too thick in one of my worm farms, and yeah, I'm noticing a couple of problems from that by, you know, overdoing it, thinking that big is better, more is better. Not always. So I think if you can soak the cardboard in a nitrogen and get that material, get that sort of nutrient into there, because it's not going to heat up, it's not going to be a hot compost, but what we're doing is we're actually like soaking it so there's more nutrition for the worms. Now remember, this one, the maize worm farm, it's coated in compost as well, and so, and there are little specks of sort of old coffee grounds in there. There's plenty of food in there. It'll be very interesting to see how they do perform over time, and we'll keep an eye on that for sure, and also all the other sort of, like, I was going to say fermentation, but all the other brews and concoctions that I've got going here on Marty's Garden. Now, if you're interested in this type of thing and you're finding it sort of something new to look at, and maybe you're trialing this experiment as well, let me know in the comments box down below any questions that you may have, because really it's been about, I think, 2 months now since I've been doing it, finding really good results in the big worm farms, moving them into the smaller ones, finding okay results, but we're sort of moving into 2.0 at the moment, and you know, just going out of the better trials. So I think things are going to be pretty cool. I think everything's going to work out really well, and I am excited to see how this worm farm goes. No other food's going in there at all, just a bit of water to keep it moist, and we'll see how quickly they eat it down and what type of casting it makes. All right, stay tuned in here at Marty's Garden. More about coffee compost and worm farming and all that type of stuff. Your favourite place, hopefully, to learn about worms. There's a few other cool channels around here too. You got to keep on watching. Have a great day. Happy worm farming. And we'll see you at the next video real soon. I've got to reach the camera over here. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, can't reach. Oh. Bye for now.